Manchester United fans, welcome back to the United Zone. There are some major developments at Old Trafford this morning, with Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, new transfer targets, and potential departures all making headlines. Michael Carrick still has important decisions to make before the new season gets fully underway. So, let's get straight into today's Manchester United news. Let's start with the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United have reportedly made their position very clear. Bruno Fernandes is not for sale. There has been reported interest from clubs including Galatasaray, AC Milan, and Juventus, but United are reportedly prepared to reject offers for their captain. This is a major statement from the club. Bruno remains one of the most important players in Michael Carrick's plans, and United reportedly also have an option to extend his contract by another year. For United fans, the message is clear. Bruno Fernandes stays. But the big question is whether Bruno will eventually sign a longer-term contract and remain at Old Trafford for years to come. Now, let's talk about Marcus Rashford. Rashford's future remains one of the biggest stories surrounding Manchester United. After his loan spell at Barcelona, Rashford has returned to United and made his comeback against AC Milan. But Barcelona reportedly still retain an interest in bringing him back permanently. The situation has changed significantly, though. Michael Carrick now has the opportunity to work with Rashford, assess his performances, and decide whether he can become an important part of his plans. And Rashford has received major backing from his teammate, Harry Maguire. Maguire has described Rashford as a big asset and said he hopes the forward remains at Manchester United. So the big question remains, can Rashford convince Carrick to keep him? The next few weeks could decide his future. Manchester United are not finished in the transfer market. Carrick wants to improve his squad before the window closes, with left-back and midfield remaining important areas. United have already brought in players such as Yuri Tielemans and Andre Santos, but more additions are still being considered. One midfielder who continues to attract attention is Carlos Baleba. However, United fans should be careful with this story. Baleba is not a Manchester United player, and there is reported competition from Newcastle. So at this stage, this is a transfer situation to monitor, not an imminent signing. Another young player attracting attention is PSG youngster Ibrahim Baye. Manchester United are reportedly interested in the talented young forward and have entered the race for his signature. But once again, this is important. There is no completed deal. Liverpool and Borussia Dortmund have also reportedly shown interest. If United decide Mbaye is the right player for the future, they may have to move quickly to beat the competition. For now, this is one to watch. Now let's move to the outgoing transfers. Toby Collier could be the latest Manchester United player to leave the club. West Bromwich Albion are reportedly in talks with United over a permanent deal for the midfielder. Collier already knows the club after spending time there on loan, so a permanent move could make sense for both sides. For Manchester United, another departure would help reduce the size of the squad and potentially create space for new arrivals. There is also a major issue Michael Carrick needs to address: the defence. United ended pre-season with a disappointing 4-2 defeat to AC Milan. The team showed attacking quality, but conceding 4 goals exposed some defensive concerns. That has led to more discussion about whether United need another experienced defender. Several names continue to appear in transfer discussions, but United have not completed another major defensive signing yet. Carrick therefore has a big decision to make. Does he trust the current defensive group? Or does he ask the club to bring in another defender before the window closes? And now, there is very little time left. Pre-season is over and Manchester United have to be ready for competitive football. Their Premier League campaign begins against Hull City on August 22. That means Carrick now has to make some very important decisions. Does Bruno stay? Does Rashford stay? Does United sign another midfielder? Will they finally solve the left-back problem? And which players will leave Old Trafford before the transfer window closes? So, Manchester United fans, there is plenty happening at Old Trafford right now. Bruno Fernandes United reportedly want him to stay. Marcus Rashford, his future remains uncertain, but he now has a chance to prove himself under Carrick. Carlos Baleba still being monitored, but no deal is close. Ibrahim Baye United are reportedly in the race. Toby Collier could leave permanently. and Carrick still needs to decide whether his defence is strong enough. Now I want to hear from you. Should Manchester United keep Marcus Rashford? Should Bruno Fernandes remain untouchable? And which position should United strengthen next, left back, midfield or defence? Drop your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest Manchester United news. Glory, glory Man United, asterisk, asterisk.